Thank you, Mr. Chair. And good afternoon to everyone. Ms. Pennyfeather, Ms. Miller, and Mr. McGregor. Thank you for coming this afternoon. Bill 31-0377 is a very simple bill. It asks for $100,000 to address critical needs at the Queen Louise Home for the Aged. I visited the home a while back, I think in the last year, in 2015, and really wanted to do something to address the needs that I saw there. I don't think the needs were reduced in writing, so I subsequently consulted with Ms. Pennyfeather, and we had a discussion about what was critically needed at the facility. And some of them are very basic. They include such items as the purchase and installation of a water heater for the laundry. They include the installation of a security system. They include working on some repairs to be done to a ramp for the seniors who live there, and replacing floor tiles and ceiling tiles, and we know that issues with ceiling tiles often end up leading to issues with mold and other considerations that have strong implications for the aging persons who live at this facility. Now, because of the urgency to me of the situation, the bill was introduced on the floor of the legislature, and it was ultimately sent to committee because the members did not want to act on it that day. I introduced it at the committee because we had a similar situation where we voted for an appropriation on the floor to the Herbert Grigg Home for the Aged on St. Croix, and the amount of $500,000. And at that time, when that was passed in a session, the president encouraged the members of the St. Thomas St. John district to try to look at the facilities in our district where there were similar needs. And so it occurred to me right then and there that I should advance an initiative on behalf of the seniors living at Queen Louise Home. Very often in our community, we end up paying what amounts to lip service to two groups in our population: the youth, who we always say are our future, and the aged, which we hope to become and hope to live in better circumstances and conditions than the ones we have some of them living in now. And so I know this comes late in the afternoon. I know that it is not sufficient money to address all of the needs that are at the facility, but I asked Ms. Pennyfeather to identify the critical ones came to about $200,000, and so we want to take a stab at that figure with this bill, which would result in improved living conditions to the seniors there in a relatively short period of time. There has been some statement on the record about the possibility of the government owning the Seaview facility and moving all of the seniors there who need this kind of care, but that is not anything that is going to happen within the short term. In my estimation, I don't see anything to the contrary. And so I have had the opportunity to look at the testimony of the Casino Revenue Fund, from which I hope to fund this initiative. I hope that they have good news for us this afternoon, but I skimmed through it and I'm not so sure. But between all of these financial-minded and concerned members of my committee who have the needs and priorities of our seniors in their frontal cortex, I think we can put our heads together and address the issue this afternoon. So thank you, Mr. Chair, for the opportunity to present the bill.
Thank you, Senator Roach. You said you advance read the Casino Commission testimony, so no need to put it on the record. Thank you. Definitely there is a need, and we thank you for bringing that to the attention of the critical needs of the Queen Louise home. And that I'm going to allow Queen Louise home